Each of the Let's Get Jacked Up episodes could make you angry, excited, scared, opinionated, furious, happy, sad, and or joyful. Those that experience these emotions after hearing an episode should seek help by reading your Bible and praying to Jesus. Then listen to some more episodes. You have been warned.
This is Let's Get Jacked Up on Fringe Radio Network.
Yeah. For those that don't know, Bobby had like a beard like ZZ Top, only not gray. So
it was great.
Some of it was.
Looked a little like Cruella de Vil, only the male version.
Wow,
That's right.
Who are you? You look vaguely familiar. I look stunning. I don't know about familiar, darling. Your hair, is it real?
You're bald?
No, I'm not bald!
The minute something gets a little bit hot, they're like, take me back to the way things were. I'd rather be a slave,
Don't you have to be stupid somewhere else?
Not until 4.
We're starting the show?
Yeah.
We're not going to an intro?
Oh, we are doing all that.
Well, what do you guys have against that right now? Thank you.
I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps.
The what?
The what? And the what?
sometimes this is fun.
Hi, Karen.
Hi.
We're going for it, guys.
All right, I'm finally sitting down.
This is gonna be just great. There's nothing like spending a day with the family and good food and good friends. Oh, what a charade.
Coming to you live somewhere deep in Fresno, California, it's Let's Get Jacked Up, Sinners Saved by Grace. Here are your hosts, Tim, Bobby, and Karen.
And welcome to a very special Let's Get Jacked Up! Yeah! Hello, everybody. I'm Tim Parrish, and with me today is nobody at the moment. But I am working late again, so tonight we have a special thing for everybody to listen to. Bobby and I used to be on a show way back when in 2011. Used to be on a different podcast called The Mike and Tim Show. And that only lasted about a year. But during this time, we had a guy named Mike, me, and then Bobby. And then we had some other comrades as well around us. But for this episode, I want to show you one of those episodes from a long time ago. This was back in 2011. And this is called The Mike and Tim Show. And this particular episode, Mike and I are going back and forth because Mike, on this episode, claims to be an atheist. I still don't believe it. Now, I don't know what he is today. I haven't asked him recently, but if he's changed his mind on that or not. But as far as back in 2011, this is what he thought. And so, Mike the atheist and Tim the Christian, and we go back and forth. And I just wanted to find out why he's an atheist. And so this was, and Bobby was kind of in the middle because he was kind of being the, I guess you'd say the referee, if you will. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. And this is an episode called The Mike and Tim Show with the episode titled Religious Debate. Although it's not really a debate. I'm going to call it Atheist versus Christian. How about that? And so that's what I'm going to recall that. This episode. So anyways, enjoy The Mike and Tim Show, Atheist versus Christian.
In 2011, Tim and Bobby from Let's Get Jacked Up used to be on a podcast titled The Mike and Tim Show. This is one of the episodes edited to fit timing for FringePanda.com. This is one of the episodes named Religious Debate. Enjoy.
On today's show, we've got some BS news, and it's just the three of us. No Fidel, no special guests. We do it live. And now two guys who think they really know who they are. Unfortunately, they have no idea. They're my puppets. It's the Mike and Tim Show.
Yes, it is. And welcome to the Mike and Tim Show, everybody. This is a podcast program that would drive you crazy, and yet you can't stop listening. So, welcome, Mike, to your own show.
Hey, yeah, anytime.
And we got Bobby, who really did a great job right there.
That was the gayest live thing I could have ever done.
Well, you did a great job. You and Brendan got together there and must have written that together.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened, actually. Right.
Hey, Bob.
Brendan, we miss you, man.
Hey, Bob, remember when you said Tim was funnier than me? There you go. There was your joke right there.
There it is, Bob.
So, just on that one show. Like, he's heard all of them, right?
Yeah.
So typically, Mike is funnier than you.
Typically.
Go figure.
Typically.
No way.
But on that show, I was really high on coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
Yes, I love coffee. I drink coffee every day.
You know, I was on caffeine, and then I was really hyper, right? And it was funny, because I didn't know what I was saying, but it all made sense at the end.
Did it make sense? Because I didn't think it made sense.
I don't think it made much sense.
Bob thought it made sense.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bob.
Bob, from my work, we did talk about you before we started the show, and your name came up because I brought it up. And I told him that you said I was funnier than Mike, and he got very upset.
I didn't get upset.
Well,
I was offended.
Yeah, you got jealous.
I don't get jealous. I got offended because it wasn't true.
Jealous.
Why would you get offended by that? It's like, what, you're going to...
That would be like somebody walking outside and saying my car is green when it's blue. I'm gonna tell him, wait a second, it's not green, it's blue. Now, he's going to continue to tell me, no, it's green. What am I going to do? I'm going to get upset.
Okay,
I'm not jealous that it wasn't green.
It's his opinion that I was funnier on that particular show.
Yes.
And you're saying it's fact.
I'm saying it's not fact.
No, you're saying that you being funnier is fact than me being funnier than you.
I think we're both funny.
Uh-huh.
Though I tend to see myself funnier. Than you.
He might be funnier, but I'm more creative. Isn't that right?
I don't show my creativity because I go home.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Mike, I wanted to talk to you about, what did you do today? You went to work today, but where did you go?
I went about 60 miles above Shaver Lake.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And how was that for you? What did that look like? Tell the listeners who haven't been there to the Sequoias.
Yeah. It was very green.
Yes.
It was very hilly.
Yes.
Hilly.
It was very nice.
You see redwoods up there?
I did.
Yes.
I saw redwoods.
And you took pictures of these redwoods.
Go to Facebook and look at my pictures.
Now, your personal page or the
that's
Mike
right.
and Tim show?
None of you that listen to the show are allowed on my personal page, so never mind. Never mind.
We'll have to post one of them on the show.
I'll post one of them on the show to give everybody a little taste of it, and then they'll never get to see another one again.
You know, Bobby, you could do that when you're loading this show up, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, I can do it right now, actually. So,
right.
Yeah.
No, it was absolutely beautiful. I was being an ass because Tim was being an ass to me earlier today. So it was very nice. It was beautiful up there. I love that. I love it up there. Yeah.
Yes.
Had some pictures of some redwood sequoias off the beaten trail. Took my lunch there.
It is beautiful.
It was about 10 degrees cooler up there than it was in Fresno, which was 98 degrees today.
Seriously.
Man, I came back into town and I thought I hit a heat wave. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, well, the good
You
news
hit a wall.
is that I was listening to the radio, and by Monday we're supposed to be in the low 80s.
See, and that's just too quick for me. I'd like it to
There's
be in
gonna
the
be a lot of
80s,
sick
but I'd
people.
like it to go.
I'm going to get a cold. I just know it
there's gonna be a lot
already.
of
Yeah.
sick people.
I feel it coming, Bob.
Didn't you just get over a cold?
Yes.
What's the matter with your immune system?
I have AIDS. No, I don't. No, I'm sorry. That's nothing to joke about. But we joke about everything.
Last week we determined that somebody's dad thinks that just because you're gay you have AIDS.
Yes, that would be my dad.
That was your dad, right?
Yeah.
Tim's dad doesn't know what AIDS is yet. It doesn't say AIDS in the Bible, so therefore it doesn't exist.
No, my dad, he takes
AIDS. It don't exist.
He also takes,
Where's that in Revelations?
All right. He also takes pictures of sequoias, but what he does is he takes 100 pictures of basically the same thing.
Really?
Yes.
Like you could put your thumb and go and make a motion picture out of the picture.
I took 2 pictures of the same tree, but the reason why is because the first one I took was without me in front of it. The second one was with me in front of it, so you can see just how big this tree was. It was massive.
And then you went to the sequoias, you saw the big trees, you saw the nice,
Uh-huh.
beautiful parks up there and all that. And yet still, you're an atheist. Now, I'm just wondering how that is possible. How could all these big trees just happen?
Why do you want to challenge me on this?
I'm just curious of what your thinking process is.
I'm curious to know why you want to challenge me
I'm
on
not
this.
trying to challenge you.
You
I'm
are
just,
challenging
no,
me.
I'm just trying to figure it out
Bobby, is he
myself.
challenging me?
He's challenging you.
He is.
right.
Do you think he should challenge me?
I actually do.
Oh, okay. Very good. So both of you guys want to know.
Well, no, it's not a matter of me wanting to know, but I think that it's healthy for you guys.
To
I mean,
debate it?
here's the deal. We have an atheist and we have a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys have contradicting ideas about the same thing, why not talk about it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's the premise of the show anyways, right?
No, the premise of the show is me interrupting everybody. Why don't you guys talk about it, then I'll interrupt
That
it.
is true.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, just remember, though, at any time, go ahead and keep talking. I could just turn you off. Then who's interrupting who?
You're fired.
Pay me first, then fire me.
Bob, when I give you... Bobby, excuse me. I'm thinking of the guy at work now.
Yeah, that's
Which
fine.
has a totally different name as the guy in the room.
Yeah, right? Yes.
Bobby.
It's spelled differently.
Right. It's backwards.
Yeah.
Your
Dang it,
name
you
just
took my
backwards.
joke.
Yeah, you don't get jokes in this thing.
No, I won't say that.
Oh, okay.
all I'm asking you here is I just want to know how your thought process is when you see something like that. When you see beautiful scenery such as that, what are you thinking? Go ahead.
You mean, am I thinking about God at that point?
Yeah, like how in your thought process, and you're thinking like, well, gee, how did this all come about? Because I would like to know that.
In my head, it's simple how it all came about. It was sunlight met water, which created oxygen, which started the whole planet into what it is today. It's pretty simple. When a meteor hit this Earth and
meteor?
Yes, and melted the ice.
How did a meteor hit the Earth? Where did that meteor come from?
Outer space? I don't know. It came from Virginia. What do you mean? It was on. It was. What do you mean? Where did it come from? It came from outer space.
Okay.
Yes.
Where did outer space come from? Just curious.
Outer space came. Where did outer space come from?
Yes.
I would assume that it came from the original Big Bang. I knew you were gonna.
What's the original Big Bang?
How
though?
did that happen?
How did it happen?
Yes.
It was just. It just happened. Most of the leading scientists on this, including my favorite. Who is it, Bobby? Who's my favorite? You had your earphones out.
I did.
Yeah. Who is my favorite scientist of all time?
I don't know. I can't
John
remember
Lithgow, I
what
believe.
his name. How about this? Here we go. Ready? The atomic atom is approximately 8 million nanometers tall. What are you talking about, dude?
Well, he hit the wrong key.
Oh, that's what it was. Yes.
His eyes went to the wrong.
It goes 404 error.
Stephen Hawking is who we're talking
What
about.
happens? What happens if Stephen Hawking? Because he does most of his talking through his eyes, right?
Yes. Oh,
what if
yeah.
he's looking at porn? Yeah.
His eyes open wide.
Yeah. Holy smokes! Why do you think that a? Okay, look.
Yes.
I am an atheist, 100%. I do not believe that we are created by a creator. However, I don't know for sure, and I'm smart enough to admit that I don't know. Now, there could be a creator. There could be God of the Christian Bible, could be God of any Bible. I don't know. But I don't believe that that's what happened.
Well, at least you admit that there could be.
Sure, absolutely.
That is.
There's an
that's
absolute
progress.
Right, well, that's not progress. It's just
He's always had that stand.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No, I don't know what's out there. I don't know if there's anything out there. Personally, I believe that there's not, but there could be. I'm not dumb enough to think that I know all the answers to everything.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you insinuating that Tim does?
I think,
Or that he's dumb enough to think that?
no. I would never say that Christians are dumb for believing in their religion.
Yeah.
I think that the religion's been around for 2,000 years, and it's a very strong religion.
Right.
Or as a lot of Christians say, it's not a religion, it's a way of life. Right, Tim?
Well, it's belief.
I hate you.
It's about faith.
So,
because you got to have faith.
I think that blind faith is always stupid.
Yeah.
But I think that faith itself is very important to most people.
Right.
And I think that if we didn't have faith, I would be not happy.
Right.
You know, I don't like seeing Saturday Night Live or something like that talking
crap
about Christians or something like that, but when they won't do it about anybody else.
Right. No, I agree. Yeah. It's like fair play.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Right.
Although, society has made it...
it's easy. It's easy. The Christians are the easy target.
Right.
And so everybody takes a shot at
them.
them.
It's acceptable to pick on the Christians. But you pick on Mohammed, who's, the Muslim.
You get a protest outside.
Absolutely.
And they're not white people protesting, and that's what pisses them off.
Right.
So... I think that we always go back to me being an atheist and against Christianity, but it's not true. If you were a Muslim sitting across me and talking to me about religion, I would be saying the same thing, only about the Quran. So it's not about that.
I'm just curious because I want to know your thought process when you see stuff like that.
So it's funny because the guy that I was driving up north with today, we actually kind of got onto the subject just a little bit because he believes very similar to what I believe. Now, think about this. If there was a person looking at Earth through a magnifying glass, looking at us just like a scientist now looks at blood cultures and sees all the cells, what would that person see human beings as? If they were looking at the world through a microscope, we would look like billions of different cells running into each other, procreating, the old ones dying, the new ones being born, life evolving, changing. Then go over to the scientist who's looking at blood cultures through the magnifying glass, and what is he going to see? He's going to see cells swimming around, bouncing off other ones, procreating with other ones, making new cells, old cells dying. I think that personal belief, I think that we're just all fungus in a test tube.
Ooh.
It's just that simple to me.
Can you be fungi in my testes?
I could. I mean, there could be.
I would love that.
I don't know.
I'd be the one that swims in circles, though.
Yeah, right. You're dizzy. You stop. You're all cross-eyed.
Yeah. Well, I'm the one that chases its tail.
Yeah, right.
Everybody else is like, "Where's the egg?" I'm like, "Where's my tail?"
Yeah, right.
What's this thing?
I don't know, man. I see what you're saying, but the thing is, life is too complicated. Like the human being is too complicated for me just to say, it just happened.
But the laws of nature dictate that it's actually not that complicated because we are what we need to be. Every species on Earth is exactly what it needs to be, and if it doesn't need to be that anymore, it changes to something else. Life will always find a way. It says it in Jurassic Park. Life will find a way.
I'm glad that you can reference Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Ian Malcolm is a god. He's my favorite scientist.
Good.
Chaos theory.
Yes.
Wow.
I just watched the movie.
Well, that explains a lot. Okay, well, do you guys want to get into some news?
I want to hear more about Tim. Tim, you asked the question, now answer the question. Same question, right back to you.
Well, when I go up there, I got to say, man, God is great. Look at all these huge trees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, look at this. And then I start thinking about people who don't believe that there's some kind of creator.
You think of me.
Okay, yes. And then I go, I just don't get how they can think this. How can they think this?
Does it have to be the God of the Christian Bible to you?
No, just any creator, whatever you want to decide it is.
Whatever you want to decide it is.
Well, I think it's God of the Bible, but that's me.
Mm-hmm.
That's, of course, what you say I've been brought up on, and it's true.
Sure.
But
if you were brought up in India, you would have been believing that the God of the Hindu Bible was the
It all depends, though, because there could have been some missionaries or whatever that could have introduced
same thing.
to him.
Well, you could say the same thing here. There could have been some Hindu missionaries here. So.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, is that faith is all about what you believe. And if he started off being Christian and some Hindu believing individuals persuaded him to convert, then that's where his heart truly was.
Right.
Or was he persuaded?
Look, here's what I don't...
Well, and that's the thing, is that how strong is your faith that you can be persuaded? That's the issue.
I'm going to tell you something, Mike. I know I give my parents a hard time about, them raising me, how they raised me, basically, right? Yeah. But I got to tell you, I do believe what they believe, and that's not because they believe in it. It's because when I read the Bible, and I did. I know I find that hard to believe too because I can't read, but I can't.
You
read,
can't
and
see.
I did read it. Well, they also have them on CD now. Yeah. But the thing is, I looked at it and I studied it as me studying is not a whole lot, but I did, and I came to that theory or that solution
conclusion.
Thank you.
Solution. Yes.
He came to the theory. But
Well,
yes.
yeah, whatever. That is true, but the thing that I don't like about the church or about my parents is they constantly judge people.
Yeah, I agree
and
there.
I judge people too. We have to judge people because it's what the show is about.
Yes,
but
I enjoy judging people.
But there is a difference.
With no consequences.
Because my parents would judge people and say, "Well."
I think your parents are more like condemning, like they damn.
Yes, I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Like, well, they're gay; they must be going to hell, or they won't exactly say that, but that's what they're thinking.
Oh, you right there thinking that.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
you know what's so funny? I actually had a talk with my boss today because she is with. She's a Christian, and she is with a very popular young girls group that goes around and they sell cookies.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yes. Anyways, but their Christian church actually teamed up with the Buddhist church.
Wow.
And I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was amazing. That
Unheard of.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
My father would never do that.
No, he wouldn't
never.
have.
Your
No,
father
no.
wouldn't go to another church of the same denomination as you.
Right.
I remember having discussions with him where Eric was asking him different churches he should go to, and he said, "No,
Nothing but
none
mine.
of them are good.
No.
They're all
and
bad."
That's what I don't
And
like. And
even
that's
though
why
they're sister churches, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why I criticize sometimes them and the way they think. But I do believe what they believe ultimately as far as the source.
I'm just skeptical that you believe because
I understand.
you believe. I'm skeptical of that. I think that maybe 50% of your faith comes from your belief, but 50% comes from the fact that you were exposed to it through your father, and not just exposed, but bathed in it and wrapped in it.
So you're saying it's similar to Dad being a big fan of the 49ers.
Yeah.
Growing up, being so involved that the dad feels like he's a part of the team.
Well, I mean,
the child's going to grow up the same way.
That's why I'm a big 49er fan, a big
Yeah.
Giants fan, because
Yeah.
my dad is a huge 49er fan and a huge Giants fan. Now, I could try and rebel all I want, but that's all I grew up seeing and knowing and responding to. So, therefore, I'm a Giants fan. Am I a Giants fan because I like the Giants? I don't even live in San Francisco.
Right.
I'm a Giants fan because I was raised a Giants fan, and that's just the way it was.
Now you like them.
I love them.
Would you ever find yourself swaying other way? Yeah.
No.
Now, how is that different than his religion?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Because my love for them is artificial. So is your...
It's not. It's not. There's
I'm not part of the team.
Doesn't matter.
It's not artificial.
I would say that it's artificial. I don't technically love them. I love my wife.
Well, that's the thing. There's
That's
different types of
physical.
love. There's.
I love chocolate.
So you love your team like you love chocolate?
Sure.
Okay.
It's a chemical reaction.
Right.
Now, I grew up in Cleveland, and my mom and dad aren't big sports fans, so I didn't root for the Indians because they're an Indians fan. In fact, he's from Michigan. If anything, he should be a Detroit Tiger fan.
Right.
Okay, but I grew up in Cleveland. I watched the Indians every year, so I became an Indians fan. And now I can't imagine myself trying to change. In fact, I even thought about changing to
the
some
Giants?
California
To
team.
the Giants team last
Yeah.
year when they were winning the World Series?
No.
Yes. Game 7 with 2 outs in the 9th, you were Game 6. I'm sorry, Game 6.
Saying, I think I might be. I think I might be Giants fan.
No. I was doing that to support you.
Right. You support me?
This is Let's Get Jacked Up. We'll be right back after these messages on Fringe Radio Network.
Filling in for Karen Raymond tonight is none other than the one and only Johnny McMahon.
Hi.
Dude, that was awesome.
I was going to do my Karen, but I thought I'll do that first. And I'll be like, later I'll be like, oh, brother.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Remember to like and follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Let's Get Jacked Up. Check out our website at letsgetjackedup.com. Listen and download our episodes from our website, the Spreaker app, and of course at fringeradionetwork.com.
Make sure to follow Fringe Radio Network on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and many other ways to get your favorite podcasts. Stay up to date on your favorite show on Fringe Radio Network. Listen to Let's Get Jacked Up live every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Time on FringeRadioNetwork.com and on FringePanda.com. Tell your friends.
So maybe you've got a friend, a coworker, a family member in your life who's hungry for spiritual nourishment. Let them know about FringePanda.com. Let them know about Ministry X. Let them know about all the other great shows there. Even if they're not a believer, not yet. Let a friend know about Fringe Radio Network. Let them know about the Fringe Panda. And if you like it, go to FringeRadioNetwork.com and check out Ministry X, check out Spirit Wars, check out Let's Get Jacked Up and Naked Bible, The Mind Renewed with Julian Charles, Nuclear Knucklehead, Raven Creek, A Minute to Midnight,
and much more at FringeRadioNetwork.com and now FringePanda.com.
Playing baseball growing up, I loved running the bases. The best was when there was going to be a close play, so you had to slide and reach out your hands, and the umpire called safe. Being safe is still a very wonderful thing today, even if it's not while playing baseball. I want to be safe with my family, safe from disease, safe from harm. But how can I be safe? Hi, this is Chips Ross, and I serve Jesus as pastor of Westwood Baptist Church in Fresno, California. Our friend in Psalm 119 is focusing his next 8 verses on being safe. Before we consider how we can be safe, let's look at the dangers facing him. Double-minded people, evildoers, deceitful, wicked. The idea here is not just that these people happen to be around our friend, but they leave him alone. No, these are the people around him and out to get him. These types of people are those threatening the psalmist. I would imagine the deceitful, double-minded ones are the most difficult because they would pretend to be your friends. So, how can someone be safe when surrounded by such people? How do you know who to trust? Verse 117 is the key to answering this question. Uphold me that I may be safe, that I may have regard for your statutes continually. Safe is the idea of being rescued, delivered, saved. It's pulling you away from imminent danger. This only happens because of God's action. He is the one who upholds or supports our friend. The psalmist prays for God to be his rescuer and savior. Now, this doesn't mean the psalmist is quivering in a corner, doing nothing but praying. He is praying, but he's also using wisdom from God's word. But the key here is that the psalmist is trusting in God, not in himself or anyone else. The final thought is what the psalmist does when safe. It's not about relaxing or being comfortable or even just getting on with life. It's about being obedient to God's word. He wants to be safe so that he can continue to follow what the scriptures tell him to do. And so what about you? How can you be safe? Why do you want to be safe? What will you do when you are safe?
Welcome everyone to Iron Show Live! Oh yeah!
If you haven't checked out The Iron Show with Johnny McMahon on FringeRadioNetwork.com, then what are you waiting for?
You're listening to The Iron Show with Johnny McMahon.
Oh yeah, you are.
We're proud to have The Iron Show right here.
Oh yeah.
On Fringe Radio Network. That's FringeRadioNetwork.com.
.com, baby. It's so nice to be here with you. You know, I always thought that these end times, these serious hardcore Isaiah 24, Day of the Lord, was a few hundred years in the future. I take that back. I don't think it's that far away. I think it'll be, maybe in my lifetime, I don't know, I've got another 20 years. I may see it. It's starting to look like things are unfolding to the point where I might see it myself.
Johnny has guests and his own big personality.
Because I know my Bible pretty well compared to the average Joe. I mean, I've been hanging out with you, which that helps. And Rabbi Mike.
Join Johnny and his co-host Leonard Oliver as for a fun and intense time.
So, but I think the wages of sin is death. The second death.
Hey! Leave that dude alone, man. Don't hit him. Hey! Don't you put your hands on him, man. There's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with him. Hold on.
Jesus, keep Leonard safe.
Yeah.
In Jesus' name.
Amen. Keep Leonard safe.
Hey.
Are you hearing this?
I know.
Has this ever happened before on an Iron Show, Johnny?
No. But, clearly, Leonard's gotten into conflict there.
He talks about deep fringe topics.
You know, a lot has to happen before, people are taking the mark of the beast.
So, listen to Johnny and Leonard on The Iron Show at FringeRadioNetwork.com. And also, check out IronShow.com. That's IronShow.com.
Welcome back to the show. This is Let's Get Jacked Up on Fringe Radio Network.
I think that we've gotten a little better at seeing that, men are inherently evil, but
That's your truth.
But only white men.
Things go well, I might be showing her my O face. Oh. You know what I'm talking about. Oh.
Or they get to live in a utopian type society where they just get to cruise the universe whenever they want to.
There's just so much.
I think we're going to go visit Earth this week. How do you feel?
Oh, Buffy, that sounds wonderful.
I'm in the mood for a good laugh. Let's see those Americans.
They hired that funny-looking man with the orange hair and face. I just absolutely adore him.
We have to take care of the Donald because we'll never get another orange president.
That's true.
Scooby-Doo. 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 They call him Scooby-Doo. They call show Scooby-Doo. But Scooby doesn't do anything. Scooby is not involved. At the time, Scooby's not even involved. He's just a bystander. It's one of the worst deals we've ever had. To call a show Scooby-Doo and then not deliver on Scooby-Doo. This is not a show about a dog sniffing its ass, okay? This is your show where the mystery team are in a van and they walk around and they do, they figure out, mystery. They're solving mystery. And Scooby is not involved in any way, shape, form. Scooby, frankly, gets too much attention, money. We're giving way too much attention to Mr. Scooby. And he's not doing anything. Scooby-Doo, he doesn't do. So we call him Scooby, but he doesn't do.
And this is Tim being serious.
Shut up.
Serious time with Tim.
I'm just trying to tell you that as an Indians fan, I could not see myself being any other fan.
You like the Indians?
Why? So, to go a little deeper.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. If the God of the Christian Bible was the true God, then why is there so many other religions? I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm not pretending like I know all the answers. I'm wondering.
Because people like you, people that are searching for an answer.
Right. Well, I think actually it's because God gave humans the freedom of choice.
Yeah, free will.
And because of that, they, you've said it before that you feel the Christian faith is too easy.
I think it's controlling. I think all religion is based on controlling of
to
the
a
masses.
degree,
Well, I do understand what you're saying there, and I totally understand what you're saying there. Not too much,
Right.
But there has to be a balance,
right?
And
does there have to be a balance?
In my opinion, yes.
Here's the balance. There's a few laws of out there that you have to obey. You can't get away from the
Gravity.
laws of gravity, the laws of nature. You just can't get away from those laws. Those are the laws you can't get away from.
You know what the other law? That's the law from Clovis that says that it's illegal to walk backwards and eat peanuts.
Tell me that's not a true law.
It's a true law. I looked it up. Yeah, when I was in 6th grade, I found this thing. It was a book of laws, and it was a Clovis, California law.
What are you talking
Religion
about?
is like government. They always want to get inside. They want to get inside and control everything you want to do. Government wants to control. You can't walk backwards and eat peanuts.
Because
what are you talking
You know why?
about
because
over there? How
because
did they
tell me
spend
why.
I'll tell you
taxpayer
why.
money
I'll tell you
debating
why.
that law?
Because the circus was in town, and the dude was attracting a bunch of elephants.
Yeah.
I'm making it up.
Yeah, he's making it up. He was searching, and I was getting...
No, that's what I will. That's what
curious.
that's what I always say. I always say it's because the elephants from the circus. That's why.
But the law itself isn't.
But
true.
the law itself is true. Yeah, the law is
it
true.
really?
Yeah, and actually, it's. I think there's actually a time frame when you can't do it. Also, it's very specific.
Taxpayers' money were used to debate this law.
I agree.
When I set in my foot in Clovis again, I am going to do that.
I am too. I wonder if a cop will even know that's a law.
I doubt it. I'm sure it's one of those laws that don't necessarily exist anymore or whatever.
Well, Bobby, get a bag of peanuts.
I know.
Clovis cops might shoot you for that. They're quick to pull the trigger.
Hey, and not only that, but there'll be 85 of them.
Yeah, right.
Because they all show
There's
up.
only 30 on duty.
Yeah. Half of them are in their underwear and slippers.
Well,
underwear, slippers, and a gun on their hip.
There's still soap in their hair.
This is sort of off topic, but what else is new? Can I ask you a question? Now, you live in Clovis, Bob.
I do. Lived there my whole life, actually. Except for a brief moment.
Why is it that people in Clovis, men in general, seem to talk with an accent, and Fresno police
What accent
officers
is this?
Redneck.
Oh, wait, you're saying officers?
No.
Mainly, well, that's
people.
what I mainly hear. But
okay.
People, let's just say people in general. So
They
I don't
all
get
talk
myself
like
in
this,
trouble.
like they're from the South.
Really? I don't
They
know.
do.
They all talk like they're from
Hey,
Texas.
I'm from Clovis. I don't talk that way.
You have a lisp. That's different.
Do I really have a lisp?
No, you don't have a lisp.
I was going to say, that'd be tight, because I could really emphasize it if you want. So serious, guys. This is how I'm going to talk for the rest of the show. Okay?
Oh, good.
So
I'd rather hear the Mrs. Doubtfire voice.
that's not a lisp. That's an accent.
Yeah, there's a
I could try doing Mrs. Doubtfire with a lisp. Would you like for me to try that?
Yes.
I could be a gay
Doubtfire.
Doubtfire.
Gay Englishman.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, guys, it's time to start the show.
It doesn't come across as well.
It sounds weird.
It sounds very odd.
Well,
Sounds off.
anyway, well, let's just put that to bed.
So
So
that's why you came in before the show started and said, we're going to talk about your trip to...
absolutely.
See,
I
you
had
tried
it.
to ambush me.
I had an agenda.
Yes, you tried to ambush me, and I knew you were going to.
No doubt.
I didn't know where it was going.
But you saw a twinkle in my eye.
Yeah. You asked a question that made me suspicious. Very
All
good.
right. Are
Very
you
good.
guys ready for some BS news?
Yes.
Let's do some
All right, here we go.
BS news.
Coming to you live from a pre-recorded studio deep in the heart of Fresno, California, it's the Mike and Tim's BS News. When news happens, we get to it eventually. With your host, Bobby Boucher.
Hey, how come we don't interrupt yours? Only. Oh, that's when we do interrupt all the time.
Yeah, we interrupt mine all the
That's
time.
right.
Yeah.
We didn't do it that time. Tim, are you
Yeah.
happy?
Yeah, I'm
All
happy
right.
for it. I'm glad we didn't interrupt it.
Good.
All right, so we're going to start
we
off.
should play it over again so we can interrupt it.
Okay, I'll do it right now. You ready? Here we go.
Coming to you
So,
live
Bobby,
Yeah.
from a
you know,
pre-recorded
that
studio
drive up
deep
to,
in the heart of
to
Fresno,
up up
California.
Yeah.
Don't
It's the
interrupt
Mike
me,
and
Bobby.
Tim's BS News. When news
Hey.
happens,
It was a good drive.
we get
Yeah,
to
it was, I bet.
eventually.
Okay.
With your
No.
host, Bobby Boucher.
I didn't want to interrupt your name.
There you
so-
go. I appreciate that.
Bobby
Everything
Boucher.
else, yes. Everything else is up for grabs. All right, hey guys, we're starting off tonight with New Jersey police chief double parking wife not above the law.
Ooh, he gave her a ticket?
I don't think he gave her the ticket. Oh yes, apparently his wife got a ticket
Go
from.
to these.
Oh no, it was she got the ticket from an officer who said, and then she said, "Do you know who I am the wife of?"
Wow.
And he was like, "I don't care."
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife uses that one too.
Yeah, really.
And everybody says the same thing. I don't care.
And then she tells them, and who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. And then she gives them my business card. And they're like, yeah.
How
Still,
funny.
who's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, well, it's funny because the Caruso, which is the name of the police chief, said that he didn't want to give her any
Wait a
special
minute.
treatment because of who she is.
Caruso?
Yeah.
Wow.
Off with the glasses. Yes. Did you like my scream? Was that a good one?
Bobby Caruso.
He always has the greatest catch line
Yeah,
right
he does.
before that.
Oh
too.
no, yeah. One of my favorite ones is like this chick who was raped in a pool.
Nice.
Yes, and she's
That's where I
laying
like to
there,
do my
she's laying
work.
there. She's laying there, and he says
That's evidence
He
that
says
way.
something to the effect of, "That's one way to wake up in the morning." I'm like, how does that even work?
That's so
it makes no sense. There's
my
no
ring
evidence.
gets rid of everything.
Now,
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
have a pool, do you?
No,
Yeah.
but I'll build one now.
Hey, although I must say, okay, the wife did not have to. She was forced to get the ticket, the double parking ticket, but her husband paid it for her. So,
that's
because the wife doesn't have a job. So, no matter what, he was paying for
yes,
it.
her job is being the mother of their 5-year-old. That's what it says.
All right.
All right. How about this, guys? Piranhas in Texas. A girl of 5 lands one on her first fishing
Wow.
trip. Yeah,
Nice.
so
They're moving up.
Yeah, so there's actually a recording of it. I don't know if you guys wanted to listen to it.
I want to hear it.
Is it going to work this time?
I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
I still want to hear it.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Piranhas in Texas.
We might get a commercial first, so I'm going to actually turn it off so that we don't actually get the commercial.
Yeah,
in our-
because I don't want to hear other people's commercials on my show.
No, not at all.
Only our commercials.
So
which
we'll just
we're
keep
working
talking until the commercial's over. I'll describe the commercial to you. Guy's running, and now he's in an office.
It's a Nike commercial.
And now he's walking in an office. And it's a dill commercial.
It's a dill commercial?
Dill. Yes. All right, here we go.
What does that got to do with pickles?
He eats them.
Pickles sound
This
good.
may look like an ordinary fish, but then you see its teeth. This is a red-bellied piranha that a young girl
What
caught.
kind? Piranha.
Piranha.
And she's Asian.
This is little Lindsay Schuette's very own freaky fishtail. The 5-year-old was fishing with her family at Tombass Park when she reeled in this ferocious fish. Her first fish ever turned out
Ferocious.
to be a meat-eating
It came out and
piranha.
growled at her.
Surprise, Lindsay's bait was a hot dog.
It was great.
hot wiener.
You only catch trout, and so when I took the hook out of the mouth and saw it had pretty big teeth, I was concerned, but
Then it bit my finger and it's still in its belly.
The Schuette's quickly realized
The Schuette's.
this was not a Texas trout when the piranha bit Lindsay's brother's finger after.
That's when she
Wow.
realized that it wasn't a trout?
Wildlife officials were called in. They killed it and then froze it for research.
Wow.
They
yes.
say
What, they
there's
shoot
no
it with a
need to worry
shotgun?
about
Froze
a
it to eat.
outbreak, even if another one was swimming in the lake.
They killed it and filleted it
Yeah.
for research.
Survive our cooler winters.
This one we believe is an isolated release. Probably
Now that's a
somebody with
list.
An aquarium.
Yeah.
Too big for the aquarium, or they got tired of it. Thought the best thing to do was release it into the wild. To
Are they showing pictures of
let
it?
live.
Yeah, they did.
How big is it?
We
It's
don't
like,
expect
it's probably
there to
about
be
the
other
size of my
fish
hand.
in the lake.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
illegal
That's
to
too big
possess
for an
a
aquarium?
piranha
I
in
think
the
that's
state
not
of
how it got
Texas.
there, you
The
hick.
$500 and releasing it into the wild can be a jail felony.
Yes.
Reporting in Dickinson, Mary Lee, KPRC, Local 2.
Most of these are not piranhas.
Mary Lee.
It may look like a fish, but then you look closely, it's got teeth.
No, that ain't no
That's what my
goldfish.
daddy said.
I said, what are these teeth right here? So I put my finger in it and it bit me. That's how I knew it wasn't a fish. It was a piranha. Bunch of-
Mama, what are these teeth?
Wow.
And this fish?
God. These people, this is from Texas? What are they, backwoods or something?
Must be.
Texas.
Well, they
Gotta
were
be.
fishing at the lake.
With a hot dog.
Well,
with
yeah.
some
Well,
Spam.
the lake or the creek or wherever they were fishing from was in their backyard.
Wow. No,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool, actually.
Can
Yeah.
you show this to George W?
It was at the Crawford Ranch?
Yeah. All right, guys. Next, we got Pennsylvania police say a couple stole copper to pay for their wedding.
Nice.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. In Elwood City, Pennsylvania, police say a Western Pennsylvania couple cut down copper wire from 18 utility poles because they needed money to pay for their wedding.
Yes. That's what I
Online court
should've done.
records don't list defense attorney's information, but they say is that it was a 24 and a 23-year-old. They climbed poles and cut the top, and
Yeah. She should have just done that to pay for
Right.
the wedding anyway. Find the fucking pole. Get on the
No,
stripper
I
pole.
climbed
Yes.
a pole one time. It
Yes,
was
you
my
did.
last show.
Do you guys know where the town of Ripon is?
No.
Ripton, yes, up north.
Why you got to correct me? Anyways,
Because there is a T in it. It's Ripton.
is there?
I think so. It's not Ripon.
I think it is.
I don't know.
I think it is.
I've got the internet. I'll look it up.
Look it up now. Do you guys, okay, so I wonder
Anyways,
if you guys know
continue.
that we used to pass by it all the time.
Yeah.
At some point in time, they used to have this big sign that said blank, because I'm not going to say the word of it until we know what the city's called. Okay. And it was all in copper. Somebody went and stole the sign off the freeway. Yeah,
wow.
It was huge too. It was like I don't know, 300
sucks.
pounds worth of copper.
Wow. You're allowed to rant and rave because you were right. There's no T.
Yes.
Wow.
It's ripping.
Okay, go ahead.
What's on with your arm?
I got to pee.
So I got
to pee. I can't do it. I
got
might
a
pee myself.
tuberculosis shot, and I want to see. In fact, I wanted to do this on the air. I want to see. It is red, but I don't think it's bumpy.
No. When did you get it?
Tomorrow I'll get checked.
Let me see.
All right.
Who's it? Is this from with?
No, you're fine.
What I was telling you about?
Yeah.
You.
Can you see it from there? It's red.
It's red. It's slightly raised. Usually, it'll be really raised and hard.
Yeah, that's what mine was.
Yeah, no.
Mine is right now.
Have it.
I don't have tuberculosis.
Well,
I've been exposed
you have
to
exposure
it,
or whatever.
Yeah. Right.
So they're not going to say to me tomorrow, "Oh, you need to get a chest X-ray."
But if they do, you're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Like they did me.
Really?
Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah, and then but you got it fixed, didn't you?
No, they reimbursed me half.
Well, that lady isn't there anymore.
Lois Lane.
Yeah.
All right, guys. How about this? We're going back on topic now.
Sorry. Yes.
Till 2013, do us part. Mexico mulls 2-year marriage. So now, basically, what they're saying is that you can walk away from a marriage at any time prior to the 2-year mark.
I missed out.
That's in Mexico City. Well, I think let's see. They may not have done it yet.
Can you imagine? You've been married a year and a half, right? And you're like, "Sweetie, let's move to Mexico City," and she's like, "Why?"
You have to be married in Mexico.
Well, let's get remarried.
Yes. I want to renew my wedding vows in Mexico City.
Well, their theory is that most marriages end before the 2-year mark.
Yeah. That's because they're usually 13, and when they hit 15, there's a whole new world out there.
Yeah, I became a man.
Wow. Oh,
well,
man.
we have come a new low to this show, buddy. Very good.
Nasty
what else
bastard.
is next there, Bobby?
Let's see what we've got here.
You didn't have anything to say on the 2-year marriage, huh?
No.
I thought you were the funny one on the show.
No, I think that was a great story, Bob.
Thank you. All right, so morgues ready in case bodies come back to life. Sensors in refrigerator door handles that open from inside.
Hey, wait. Start over again, because Tim and I were pretending to give each other high fives, and I didn't hear what you said.
Which isn't gay at all. Go ahead.
All right. I said, morgue is ready in case bodies come back to life.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
That's good news.
And guess where? Istanbul.
Oh, you're going to say it like it's Castlevania.
Well, yeah. It's. I mean, the deal
all
over there.
All morticians have samurai swords on.
Yeah, right. Well, the deal over there is that they've actually had people that they thought were dead, but they weren't because
they were just sleeping.
No, they was like somebody poisoned them, but the poison just slowed everything down.
Yeah,
and then they came back to life. Or
the
whatever.
autopsy didn't kill them, huh?
No, there's no. Dude, it's Turkey. There's no autopsy.
There's no turkey in autopsy. Oh, that's right, because they're Muslim. They don't believe in autopsies.
There's no turkey in autopsies either.
Yeah, there is.
Was that what I was about to say?
That's okay.
Way to catch that one.
Yeah, good job. Yes. Anyways, yeah, but they say that alarms and electronic motion detectors in the mortuary in Malatya, a town known for its modernity. That's what they say, modernity, whatever the fuck that means.
Sounds like one of my words.
Yes. Tim understands it.
The modernity of this is really...
It's the modernity thing, you know. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, but it says that they've got 36 refrigerators fitted with these devices.
Wow.
And what I don't get is it's supposed to be it just said it's a small rural town.
And it has 36.
And it has 36 refrigerators. There's a lot of death in that place.
Yeah. Wow. Well, it's a third world country.
Yeah,
what do you want?
Yeah. So
the average age, the old age is what, 38?
Yeah, something like that.
The ripe old age of 38.
Hey, remember not too far from there was that dude that died from eating the dumplings?
Oh, is that where that was?
It was near there. He died from eating the dumplings, and the prize was a vat
mayonnaise,
of sour
right?
cream.
Oh, sour cream. Yeah.
You know what? You really famous.
All right.
All right. Now, we got 5 minutes. You got one more?
Yeah, one more. Let's do one more.
I got one more. Canadian man friended by thousands from 4,800 messages in a bottle.
Oh, he threw them into the ocean?
A Canadian man has hoisted more than 4,800 bottles with messages in them into the Atlantic Ocean.
What do they say?
Over the past 15 years. and he's actually
What a
received
lonely-
Yeah, he's received more than 3,100 replies.
What is going on?
Harold Hackett.
How come this guy hasn't committed suicide yet?
I have no idea.
Oh, 'cause he's Canadian. They don't commit
So,
no, they
so
don't.
he gets more replies than we do.
This guy's more popular than we are.
Unbelievable.
He uses discarded orange containers to hold his letters. And yeah, I know. Yes,
That's maybe we should do that, Mike, and then
Just throw him into the ocean?
The BBC describes this method as the oldest form of social networking.
Oh my God!
Is that gay? He started this hobby in 1996 and has since received responses from Russia, Iceland, Holland, the UK, Florida, and even Africa and the Bahamas.
So how does he get responses? From
They just mail him.
And one giant squid.
Yeah, right. Named Bob.
Mantidie.
Yeah. So, anyways, that does it for our BS news.
Let's just wrap it then.
Well, thank you very much, podcasters, for listening.
The man says wrap it.
And
It
join
wraps.
us again in October. Saturday when we do the show, it'll be October, won't it?
Whoa, will it?
So we're going to be having a very scary October for you.
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
Yeah, that's why we don't have any shows when we go off the air.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That wasn't funny? That wasn't funny, Tim? Tim had a very serious look on his face.
You're not funny to me.
Poor Tim doesn't realize that I'm moving on.
Right.
We're moving on to the Mike and the other Tim show.
It's going to be the Mike and Bob show.
Yeah. But Mike and Bob, the other Tim show.
Yeah,
is what it's gonna
Mike
be
and Bob, the
called.
other Tim.
Okay, well, Bob, you're going to have to be on 2 shows.
All right.
All right, and this is Tim Parrish back with you live here, and I hope you enjoyed that. That was a little taste of the Mike and Tim show back in 2011, and that was particularly called Religious Debate, although I have renamed it called Atheist versus Christian. Hope you enjoyed that. Maybe, you know what, periodically, if I could find some more episodes, I'll edit them and put them on here and there when we have time, when we have, I'm working late or something like that. They were funny, but honestly, what happened was we quit the show because Bobby and I did. And we just felt a little, the Holy Spirit was convicting us because we were both saved. And what was supposed to be a show about Christian versus atheist type of thing all along, and that particular episode was, it kind of turned out to be another Howard Stern show where it just was not edifying to other Christians, and it got a little too raunchy for what we should be on, and as calling ourselves Christians, and that's the truth. And so I quit the show. We did that about a year, and but for those that remember that show, which is not many, we've come a long ways, Bobby and I, in our Christian faith and in our Christian walk. So praise the Lord that we're here now. But I tell you, pray for Mike. I don't know his status again for his faith. If he still believes what he believes there, or if he's different, I don't know. But pray for him and his family. I believe his wife is saved, but is a Christian. But, pray for him and his family. I know he recently lost a family member. So pray for that family, for that as well. Anyways, if you have any questions, you can email us at letsgetjackedup@gmail.com. letsgetjackedup@gmail.com. Hopefully next Thursday, I'll be off of work, I think. That's not definite, but if that's the case, then of course we'll have a live show for you. But if not, we'll find something fun for you to listen to. And God bless you guys. I hope you enjoy the show. And we'll see you next time. Be in this world, but not of this world. So long, everybody.
Remember to like and follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Let's Get Jacked Up. Check out our website at letsgetjackedup.com. Listen and download our episodes from our website, the Spreaker app, and of course at fringeradionetwork.com.
listening to us on the Fringe Radio Network.
If you enjoy thought-provoking questions that make you use your brain in a nuclear way, be sure to check out the show, Nuclear Knucklehead with Bentley Craig, weekly on Fringe Radio Network.
Oh. So was that a mob going into the Capitol to do evil? What do you think? I don't know, have you ever heard of a mob going somewhere and building a barn? Or a mob going somewhere and planting a garden, painting a house, cutting grass. A mob went down the road today and cut everybody's yard in the neighborhood. And they were angry and cussing the whole time. Neighborhood looked great when they left.
Join Bentley Craig on Nuclear Knucklehead at FringeRadioNetwork.com. That's FringeRadioNetwork.com.
Around New Year's Eve, Cravings Wood Grilled Burgers and Dogs got a sweet surprise from local musicians, putting together a supportive video paired with a GoFundMe in hopes of helping the burger joint stay above water.
Grant is one of the sweetest guys ever.
He's got an amazing restaurant.
Great place for our local musicians and promoters to come in.
We love you. We love you so much. Whatever you need, dude, we're here for you.
Hoping to raise $10,000, the GoFundMe only raised around $3,500. But Cravings owner Grant Moeller says what they used the money for is what's saving the business.
The main thing we got a new storefront sign. Oh man, it's like night and day.
Moeller says getting the new sign that lights up is helping to bring business in, saying his sales have nearly doubled and gives credit to the music scene that made the sign possible.
They're the ones that really started this and carried it on their back, and just family, friends, just the community that helped out and donated, and not just donated money, but came in and ordered food as well, because without that we couldn't be staying open.
Everybody, if you are listening to this show locally, please get to Cravings Restaurant. Awesome burgers, awesome hot dogs, onion rings, fries. Take your family. We love it. Help keep this small business open. These are great guys. Grant's been on the show. He's an awesome guy. So get to 2220 Herndon Avenue in Clovis, California. Tell them you heard this commercial on Let's Get Jacked Up. I'm sure Grant will hook you up with something special. So get over there, Cravings Restaurant. It's awesome.